What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Remote Producer Live. You guys, today has been one of those days, like a light went out, my nose was stuffy, like all of these things today. So y'all just keep me in prayer. But as we go through today's content, I really want to, I'm really excited. I want to say thank you guys for being here. I know you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to be here live with me. And to that end, I'm going to make today's episode an awesome use of your time today. Today, we're talking about how to create a broadcast page for paid and registration only events for your clients. Okay, so first things first, before we get into all of that, I want to do a really quick roll call in the comment section. Let me know who you are, where you're watching us from, and let me know that you can hear me okay and see me okay, and make sure that all of the technology is working as it should. Okay, so I'm going to be looking in the comment section for you guys because I really need to know that everything is working right today. Okay, like I said, I had a light go out. We had some other things happen today, but we're here, we made it, and I'm super excited to be able to share what I have for you today. So as a remote producer, guys, if you are building your brand as a remote producer, inevitably your clients are going to ask you for a couple of different things. They are going to ask you, what if I only want people to look at my content who have paid or registered? And the reason why they want to do this is for obviously a couple of different objectives. If it's a paid event, they're trying to sell tickets to their event, right? Which means that they need options for how they're going to configure that. And so I'm going to show you how to show them how to do this, right? Okay. Or you can offer this as your own unique service for them. Hey, Verona. So can you guys tell me, can you hear me okay? Like the audio and everything is working? Just put yes in the comments. I really need you to do that for me because I really need to know. Okay. And tell me where you're watching from. Like also, like if you're on the Kimberly Flowers page, or if you're on the Restream page, or if you're on, Beauty and the Brand page, or like just wherever you are, let me know. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you guys. Hello. All right, I see you guys in the comment section now. Yes, you can hear me. Great. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're talking about how to build a broadcast page. Guys, again, if you know somebody else that maybe needs to know how this works, I'm actually going to be walking you through the process kind of a step-by-step. And so I want you guys to share this out. Sharing is caring, so make sure you share today's broadcast with somebody who may need to know it. So we're talking about building a broadcast page. Now, let me just tell you like the concept around a broadcast page. A broadcast page is essentially a virtual venue for where your live stream will happen if it's going to happen outside of social media. Okay. So it's a virtual venue. It's where the live stream will happen if it's not happening directly on social media. So that means you're going to need to create a page or a virtual venue for your client where they can do a couple of things. So I want to tell you like what the broadcast page should have in it if you're building like a virtual event page for the client. Okay. So your thing should have a couple of different things. It should have great set and lighting. Okay. Thank you, Mitchell. Thank you. Rideshare 365, Angus, Jana. Awesome. You guys are in the building. So your broadcast page needs to have a few things on it. One, it needs to have a viewing area, an area for the client to be able to, or anybody who's logging in to the broadcast can view what's happening on the main stage, essentially at the conference, whatever, or at the summit. So if you have somebody who's doing a virtual event, typically it's going to be a virtual summit, a workshop, a conference or something like that. And in the event that they're doing something like that, then obviously there needs to be a viewing area. And I try to make that area pretty big because that's the main event for the page. So your broadcast is the main area you're going to be broadcasting from. Okay. And then it also needs to have some information about today's broadcast. I also like to include like a countdown timer or something like that, letting people know, hey, this is the event. You are in the right place. We're going to be getting started here in just a few minutes kind of thing, right? So the broadcast page is a really cool option to help you do that. But it also, having that countdown timer goes a long way in letting people know, hey, I'm in the right spot, right? I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing here. And then we also include in our broadcast page what we call like the vendors area. So a lot of times if you're doing a broadcast for companies that are doing virtual summits or conferences and things like that, they have two types of people that work with them, and those are the vendors and sponsors for the show, right? So you need to have an area on your page, on your broadcast page, that allows for, just pictures with links essentially to those different vendors. So if they have people who are paying them for like some visibility on that page, that gives you, the option to be able to say, hey, while they're watching you, if they, see your little ad on the side or whatever, and they want to buy products and stuff from you, this is something that the host of the conference can offer as a revenue generating activity for the stream. Okay. So vendor relationships are super important when it comes to live events, like, that are on location. And a lot of times, people that are hiring you are looking, right, especially right now, looking to convert their live event into a live stream type production, but they don't want to lose the relationships that they have with the vendors, with the sponsors and things like that. So they're looking for an integrative way to kind of keep that, included in the process. Okay. Jesse says he's watching on YouTube. Bruce says, good day. Thank you guys. All right, good deal. I'd like to know where you guys are watching from. Okay, so we're gonna go through that process. So the first thing that you want to have, you want to have a viewing area, and then you want to have a place for vendors to have links and things on the side for their products and services, and maybe they're paying you to be on that page. Then you want to have an area for that. Then you also want to have on that same page an area for the agenda, and the schedule of events for that day. You know what I mean? So if it's a 2-day event, you want to have the schedule. And I kind of want to go through this really quickly and kind of show you just in a little example here. Hang on one second, okay? As we do that now. Okay. So I'm just going to go show you, let's see. I thought I had one of these open already. Okay. I think I do. Here it is. Okay, that'll work. And in here, we'll just kind of go here. All right, you guys, and I'm just going to blow this up just a little bit so you can kind of see what's happening here. Let's scale it, and then I can. All right. So this is just a really rough draft example, but as you can see here, this is one of the event or whatever, right? And then this is the viewing area here. You want to make it nice and big so that people know they're in the right place when they join in. So when they log in, they should have the title there at the top to let people know that they're in the right place. Then you'll have the countdown timer right below that. And then you'll have an area for them to view the actual live stream. And I'm going to show you how to configure all of this in your own pages, okay? And then beneath that, you see we have the itinerary, where this is like the schedule of events and things that are happening. On the right-hand corner, there are some, promo options where the vendors can go, maybe even your client having product ad promotional type things, buying t-shirts and doing all these other different things there. And then below that, we have the pop-up. This is called the pop-up product offer. Okay, so I want to just go back really quickly and explain the product pop-up offer, okay, because that is really important. The pop-up product offer on your page gives your client an opportunity to make a specific offer at a specific time. Make a specific offer at a specific time. And the reason why this is so important is because a lot of times if the conference is free, people just register to become a part of it, but the conference itself was free and they want to make an offer at the end of the summit, at the end of the conference or something like that. On the page, you can time that pop-up offer to show up at a certain time. So if you know that the conference is from 7 to 9 and at 8:30, they're going to make a specific offer, then, up until that time, the page will look completely normal. You'll have the vendors, you'll have the viewing area, and then suddenly the pop-up offer will show up at the exact time. So that's really, really cool. And I'm going to show you like what software we're using to kind of do this and stuff like that. There's so much stuff that we have to kind of go through with this, and it can get a little detailed. I am going to go just like a little bit high level because I want you guys to be equipped with something that you can do right now to kind of get started with this. So there's a few things that we're going to be using to kind of get go through this. Okay, so we're going to be using, well, before we do that, let me just tell you what else needs to be on the page. Okay, so we talked about the viewing area, the vendor area, the event scheduling area, the pop-up offer, right? Promotion, and beneath that you want to have an area for sponsors, logos and things like that, logos and links to the different places where the sponsors are. Okay, and so this just kind of gives you what's called, it's a virtual venue, right? And it's just like being at a live workshop or a live conference or something where you see vendors along the side and you see sponsors flashing on the slides or whatever they're talking about. This is kind of the same experience, but going digital with that. And this is how we configure a virtual venue broadcast page to help make sure that it's maintaining all of the client's needs for that particular event. Okay. So how do you do this? Like, that becomes the next question. How do you actually put all of this together? Like, if your client comes to you right now and says, hey, we're looking to do this amazing broadcast. We know you can do the broadcast, but can you make it a paid event? And we only want people to do it who are registered or paid specifically for this event. I'm going to show you that obviously there's like 1,000 different ways to really do this. I'm going to show you an easy way that you can get started. And even if you don't want to, like offer this as a service, it'd be really good for you to know, just so that you can walk your client through a process for how they are to set it up, or how they're going to, use their web developer to set it up. Like, you can tell them what you need from them for the actual stream. Okay. So a couple of things that we're going to be using today are, Eventbrite. We're going to be using Restream. We're going to be using Eventbrite. And we are going to be using ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is just a paid landing page creator and really it's like a funnel creator. I don't want to confuse you. I'm going to keep it simple, high level for today. For the purpose of today, we're creating landing pages inside of ClickFunnels, okay? And that ClickFunnels was kind of just what I showed you right now. But what I want to do is kind of start off from the beginning. So let's kind of go back and rewind. And we're actually going to open up YouTube really quickly. And again, guys, you can actually set this up inside of Restream. But like, I'm going to show you how to push it out from Restream. But you can set the event up in Restream as well. But one thing that I want you guys to be knowledgeable about is, hang on, let's get you guys on the same page here. Okay. Auto. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is hit the create button for a live show, and then hit go live, right? Hit the go live button, and we're going to create what's called an unlisted stream, right? And as you can see right now, we're already live here. But if we want to schedule a new stream, you'll just hit schedule stream, right? And then we'll create this. We can reuse the settings that we used before. But as you can see, it has like you want to put the title in there. Then you want to put a description of what this event is about in here. And then instead of having it public, you want to set it to unlisted. And the reason why you want to set it to unlisted is because in the unlisted area, that means not everybody can access it. It means like anyone with a link can access it, but not everyone will have access to it. So if you're trying to make sure that only people who registered can have access to it, you want to make sure that that scheduled stream is scheduled as unlisted inside of YouTube. Okay. Hang on one second. I'm actually going to do this here. Play. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So Um, and then so you'll hit that live area and you'll create your stream. I don't know what happened to my other stream there. But you'll hit schedule stream and we'll reuse the settings there. Make sure that this is set to unlisted, right? Then you want to make sure that you schedule the time and the date of the event, right? And then let's just say we're just going to put something out there, December 10th, right? And we're doing this at 2:25. You can change the thumbnail for the event there. This is what's going to show up on the broadcast page while the countdown timer is going, okay? So is this for kids? No, we're not going to make it for kids. And we're going to hit create, right? And then once you've created it, it'll pop up here. What you're going to need from this area is to hit those last little 3 dots, and you can hit get shareable link, or you can get the embed code. So the embed code can be found by clicking it there and then going to the area. Where is it? It may take a second to actually auto-populate, but if you have the link there, then that you can embed it that way, or you can set it on your page that way. But you also may want to embed it into your. Well, you don't need it for right now. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. The next thing that you want to do is go to Restream. Okay, so I'm going to open up Restream. You can see me there. Hey, we're actually live here. So in Live Restream Studio. I don't think I should do that. Let me open up a new tab. Cancel. Wait, yeah, cancel. Okay. Let's open up a new tab in Restream so I can show you how to do this. And then what you want to do is in your scheduling of events, you can hit an event there, right? And you can schedule the event this way as well. So you'll hit schedule a live event. It will ask you, do you want to play a video or live stream, from OBS, Zoom, vMix, or whatever Restream Studio. So you'll put the name and the title in there, upload the image, hit next. I don't want to do all of that. We'll just do test here. Test. Make sure you put the date on there, right? Upload an image. Let's upload a random, right? And then hit next. And hit next. And then you'll toggle on which locations you want to go live to, and then hit create event, right? And once you do that, that event is created. You now have some tools and things that you need for the next step, okay? The next thing that you want to do is go to Eventbrite. Hold on, you guys. Let me get back to Restream here. And were you guys able to see that? Oh my gosh. Guys, were you able to see that? as I'm going through this, I just want to make sure that you guys are seeing the right thing. So I just want to let's see, making sure that I'm sharing the right thing here. Okay. And let's just share the entire screen so that way I know that you guys can see. Okay. All right. So here we go. Back into this. We want to go over to Eventbrite. And you'll want to create an account first. And as soon as you're done, go ahead and as soon as you're done logging in, it will look like this, right? So you want to create a new event. Create new event. And I'm about to show you a ninja move, so y'all pay attention. Okay, so you'll say hi, or we'll just say test event. Then we'll go to organizer. Let's just say Restream Studio. They're not really the organizer for this, but we're just going to do it because we're just showing you guys how to do this, okay? And we're going to say, like, you can say meeting or networking event, or I think they have like summit and stuff like that, seminar or talk. You can decide what it's going to be. Tags are there for you to be able to kind of add search keywords to the event so that people who are looking for it can find it if they search some of these little words. So you'll just say, you know, if they're searching for Restream events, right? Or if they're searching for summit conference, like just, you know, whatever. And those are like different words that you can kind of use to put in here, right? Tags can only, oh, I'm putting the commas, but I don't need to, okay? And then just hit add, right? And then hit save and continue. That's fine. Then hit save and continue. Fill out required fields. What am I missing here? Test event. Oh, we're going down. I'm sorry. I thought it was on the next one. Okay, so next tab. So scroll down. And when it says location, because you're doing an online event, you want to make sure that the venue, you're not doing a live venue, you're doing a virtual venue. So you want to hit online event, right? And then you'll hit a single event if it's a single one-time conference, summit, whatever. Or if it's a reoccurring event. So like, let's just say you're doing a master class and it's a 6-week master class. And this is kind of like reoccurring every Thursday at whatever, then you'll hit reoccurring. But for the sake of this, we just want it to be a one-time event. So we'll go ahead and put a one-time event and we'll schedule it for whatever we said, like the 4th, right? At 2:30. You want to make sure that those times coincide. So we'll just do 2:30 there. And it ends that same day at 5:30. That's fine, right? And you want to make sure you check display start time, display end time, then go ahead and hit the save button. And then you'll put in a picture here, right? And so we'll just kind of put in an image there. And it'll ask you to crop it. You just hit save. I'm just using the one for today's episode. That's fine. And then you'll hit the summary. Okay, inside of the summary, like you want to make sure that you have all of the details about the event itself, right? You want to make sure that you have, there was a couple of details that I wanted to make sure that I mentioned because I don't want to forget. Okay. Oh, you make sure inside of the summary you include these things. 1, you want to make sure that you include, let me go back here. There I am. Okay, make sure that you include the agenda, frequently asked questions, because you want to anticipate the need or, you know, of a person who is thinking about making a purchasing decision. And a lot of times they'll be like, oh, this is an amazing event, but they may have more questions. So you want to try to include frequently asked questions, right? You want to make sure that you include your refund policy. And I'll show you inside of Eventbrite where you can like display that and decide on that inside of Eventbrite directly, okay? And then you want to make sure that you put in the speaker lineup inside of the summary. All of these things need to go inside of the summary to help people. You want to make it as easy as possible for people who are trying to make a buying decision to say yes to the purchase, right? Say yes to the registration. So kind of let's go back here and take a look here. Go back to Eventbrite. So we'll put all those different things in here. And I'm actually just going to take from, let's see, maybe my notes here. That was the last summary thing, so I'll just paste it in there. This part needs to say what the other part says. So how to create broadcast page. I'm trying not to take up too much time. We're already in 32 minutes. Then I'm going to paste the thing there. I can also add an image. A really cool ninja move for you guys would be to add a video. Like adding a video is a good idea for you if you want to kind of like really give information. Maybe the video has information about the speaker lineup, about, frequently asked questions and things like that. You can include that right inside of Eventbrite, and that's what's so cool about that. So going back, toggling back and forth here. Excuse my toggle. Okay, so here we go. And then we'll just hit save, right? We're not going to add a video for now. We're just going to hit save. And then where it says add your webinar live stream, you can do this directly. This is what I want to point out here, okay? So that, like I said, there's many ways to do this, but what I want to point out in this area right here is that you can do the live event directly inside of Eventbrite using this little area that we're about to kind of go through right now, okay? So you can do that directly that way, or you can create your own registration page and unique broadcast page. So the broadcast page, where if you want to customize those things we talked about, like as far as virtual, vendor links, pop-up product offers, sponsors, things like that, you're probably going to want to do that on a custom page, right? And then one of the cool things about having a custom page as well is like, for your analytics, if you're looking to tie in a Facebook pixel for that. So because later on you want to do some marketing to those people, all of those things happen on a more custom page. But if you're just getting started and you just want to have a location where you can get this done, might be a good option for you. And in the event that you are doing that, again, you can connect through Zoom. We created a YouTube live video. So we would basically put the YouTube live video here, right? And where that link we copied earlier, we go back to YouTube here and hit get shareable link. And then we'll just paste the link right there, right? And as you can see, that pops up there. And when they hit the button, it'll say, this is live in 8 days, right? So you can go live directly to Eventbrite, okay? And again, in this area, this is like, if you're just kind of getting started on the event page itself, you can put in some other links and things like that. You can add the agenda here, the speaker lineup, right here underneath it. So when they go there, they'll be able to kind of see what's happening and what they need to see. You can also include product links, right? Like right here. I mean, it won't be like an image or anything like that. Although it does give you options for, just a little bit of customization, but it's not really, really detailed, right? So, but you can add some things, like you see, add text, add images, add links and things like that right here inside of Eventbrite, okay? And let's just say we're going to like add an image here. And maybe this is a vendor image here, right? What's this? I have no idea. I don't know. We're just going to make that a vendor image. And then we can add a link to that thing, right? By just clicking here. Okay, you see the different settings is asking us to, let's apply that, okay? And then you can add a link right underneath it that says, buy now, I guess. Purchase your t-shirt here, right? And then you'll put the link to the product right in here. We don't have a link, so I'm gonna delete that, but I just wanted to show you that you can do that. I'm gonna delete this too because we don't need it. So hit save and continue. All right, and now it's time to decide on the ticket, okay? So before we get into that, let me kind of preface to make sure that you guys understand this part, okay? So when it comes to the tickets, there's a lot of customization that you can do. This is why I like using Eventbrite for something like this, because it gives you like a lot of custom options for how you want to do your ticket sales, okay? So you can do them a couple of different ways. Like obviously you can have early bird admission, you can have general admission for a different price, you can have VIP admission for a different price, maybe that has some add-ons. Ooh, sorry. That has some add-ons, like maybe they get your free book when they order the VIP admission. And I'm going to show you how to do the add-ons right inside of Eventbrite. Let's take a look. All right. Going back. Excuse me, guys. I've been a little under the weather. Okay, so we're going to do, for a free ticket, right, we're going to call this like free admission. And you want to, quantity just means like how many tickets like this do you want available, right, for purchase. So let's just say 100. And maybe the price is 0, obviously, because it's free. And you want to make sure that your dates are the same. So like the start date is not the start date of your event. It's the start date of when you want to start selling tickets of these kind, and then ending when you want these tickets to no longer be available, right? So let's just say free early bird admission, right? Ooh, let's spell bird right. All right, cool. And then we want that to start on the 1st, right? And we want it to end on the 3rd because the event starts on the 4th, right? And then we'll hit save there. So as you can see, there's a free ticket. There's 100 available. And if they register from now and between now and the 3rd, then their tickets will be free. We can create another ticket, though, that is like general admission. So this is a paid one. So you make sure that you hit the paid version here. Make as many available as you need. And let's just set the price to $1 for now, just because, I mean, obviously no event's going to be like $1 pretty much, but I'm just showing you how to do this. So, okay, so this absorb fees, ticketing fees are deducted from your ticket revenue, okay? I would leave that unchecked, okay? So then you want to make sure you say, okay, so like let's just say if they purchase from the 3rd to the 4th, then the price is $1, right? So if they didn't make the early bird admission, then the next thing that it'll show is that they are able to maybe not get a free ticket anymore, but they can still purchase the $1 general admission ticket. Okay, so this is inside of Eventbrite. And again, guys, Eventbrite is, let's see. Okay, you guys can see. Hello. I'm just checking on you guys in the comments area because I know you have questions sometimes and I don't want to ignore your questions, okay? But yeah, so that's how you make like little tiers of tickets, and not just the kind of ticket, but also like the timing of the ticket's availability, right? Which is why like a lot of these custom things are just really easy to do inside of Eventbrite, but maybe a lot harder to try to configure and try to do a lot of different integrations using other platforms. So this is why I kind of recommend your Eventbrite as an easy integration area, because technically you can have the whole event inside of Eventbrite and the registration and everything else, right? But we are running out of time, so I kind of want to finish this really quickly. We have 2 different types of tickets. We'll hit next. Okay, and then you want to publish it, right? You want to publish it, or you can schedule a publish to publish it at this particular time, or maybe it starts, you're going to be selling tickets next week, so you want it to start next week. You can just schedule that there, and you can schedule it as public or private. Okay, so for the sake of this, I'm going to just schedule it as private, just because this is not a real event, right? So we don't want people to actually start doing that. But before you do that, I want you guys to focus on this area in the right-hand corner, okay? Set your refund policy, guys. This part is super important. In the comment section is so important. Make sure that you have like your refund policy on the page, because if it's a paid event and they purchase the event, especially if it's a virtual event, you may not want to have refunds because they have access to it, you know what I mean? And then like you didn't get paid for the access to it, right? Because your refund policies didn't explicitly say no refunds or refunds up until the day or refunds, So you just want to be clear with people so you avoid any misunderstandings and things like that. So the way that you do that is just to go, you can do this right inside of Eventbrite, which is really cool. It'll say, you'll go to that area that I just showed you. I'm going to go back here so you guys can see exactly what I pressed. Set your refund policy. Select that. It'll take you to this page here. And refund settings, make sure that you select your refund policy. You can say no refunds. 1 day, you can receive refunds up until the day of the event that it starts, or 7 days before the event starts, right? So it gives you some options here. For the sake of this, I'm just going to put no refunds. And the different refund methods and things like that. And then hit save, right? They got a little new COVID area there. That's kind of cool. And then once you've saved that, you kind of go back here and customize your order form. Now, the reason why I'm going to show you this part here is because hang on. Actually, I'm going to, where am I going? Is this a dashboard? It is. Okay, okay, so first of all, we need to make sure we publish the event. Okay, so let's go ahead and publish this. I'm going to publish it, and it does have to be set to public in order for you to do this piece right that I'm about to show you, okay? It's going to give you an event URL. And in addition to that, it's also going to give you what's called website integrations. Now, if you're creating your own custom landing page, this part is going to be important. And if you're creating your own custom landing page, this part is important. So pay attention, okay? And it's very easy to do. But if you're creating your own landing page where the registration starts on the registration page, you want people to buy directly from your site. And the main reason why you want to do that is for the analytics and things like that, although you can include certain analytics inside of Eventbrite as well. I want to show you how to do this on a custom page inside of ClickFunnels, okay? So to do that, once we published it, right, we were sent to this page here, and we were sent to the main page here, and we went to website integrations, okay? So what you'll do is hit generate code and add the checkout to your website, right? And then it's going to give you an embed code, right? So you have two options here that are very important. Let me make sure that you guys are seeing this. Hold on, you're not seeing this. Okay, now you're seeing this. All right, so again, going back here just to make sure that you guys got it. Let's hit the back button a couple times. Going back one more time. Sorry. So once you published, you'll be taken to this page here. And then you'll see that there's an event URL. What you want to do is go to website integration. Hit the setup button there. And then hit generate code, right? And then hit show me. And then, let's see, I'm trying to see if I have this in the, oh, no, that's what I was trying to do. Okay, there we go. So you guys can see me and that. Okay. And in this area, you have two options here. You can have a button that opens up as a pop-up, right? or you can have it directly embedded into the page of the content. I'm going to show you what this looks like for both, okay, using ClickFunnels. So for right now, we're going to just add the button at the checkout module over the content. So we'll hit embed code and copy this script. And we're just literally going to paste it inside another website, okay? So now we're back inside of ClickFunnels. Once you've registered for ClickFunnels, this is one that we use because it's just really easy to help our clients configure different pages and things like that. So we have an event here, so I'm just going to click this here. And this is just like literally a template one that we selected here. And I'm going to hit edit page. And so let's just say this is your event page. This works again, you guys, with any like registration page, okay? But you'll basically copy and paste the script, which I've already done here, but I'm going to delete it so that I can show you exactly how I did it. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, let's see. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, deleting that. Now, okay, so this is like a regular like template webinar page registration situation, right? All right, so like in order for us to add the custom embed here, I'm going to add new element, and I'm going to scroll down to custom HTML, right? It's going to show up right there. I'm going to double click it. Or I'm going to just, yeah, there you go. And then make sure this says third-party embed code, open editor, hit paste, Command V, right? Okay, so now I close it, I save it, I preview it, and as you can see on the page now, you have this little ticket area. When I click that, boom, now it's available right on my little site there, right? So they're purchasing it from, let me go back here. So they are making the purchase from Eventbrite, but on your page. So that's a little ninja move that you guys can do because it looks really professional, and like they basically won't be able to tell the difference. Like you want to keep the easy, you want to make sure that the purchasing process is super easy for the people that are trying to register for this event, or if they're trying, and again, this is for free events or paid events at different levels, okay? And that's how easy it is to kind of set up, you guys. So once you've done that, I'm actually going to share my screen once more. Okay. And then let's go over here. I'm inside of Restream Studio. For those of you that are wondering how we're doing today's broadcast, we're doing it through Restream Studio. Make sure you check out Restream Studio if you want to create videos like this one. Okay. So we copied this embed code using the pop-out button there, okay? So now I'm going to show you the other option, which is to hit the embed on the page. So instead of the pop-out option, it's just going to be right there on the page somewhere. So like if you configure your own page to look a certain way, and you really just want this area kind of in its own little container on your page, then you can do that by, again, just selecting the area, hit Command C for copy. Go back to your registration page here. Where is my registration page? Okay, so we're back in the editor area, and I'm going to double click that, and then make sure you have third-party embed code. Hit open code editor. I'm going to replace that old text with this one by hitting Command V, and I'm going to click out of it. I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. And as you can see, it's taking a second, but let's let it pop up. Boom. Now we have tickets available right here, right? And again, you can select that like on any area of the page that you want it to be. So like if you want to wait till the bottom of the page to like have like that area where they can purchase the, let me see if I can take that off. Nope. Okay, we're good. If you want to make it at the bottom area of the page, but you want to have like all of that website, like easy integration happening at the bottom of the page, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, how are we actually doing this? And like, and this also gives, let me just stress this part, okay? One of the cool things about integrating through Eventbrite is that it gives your client like editing options, okay? So then once you created an Eventbrite, they have access to Eventbrite, even if they don't have access to the page itself. Like, let's just say you created the page in ClickFunnels or whatever, and only you are basically editing that. They can't go in and like change things, but they can change things to the event inside of Eventbrite. So if they want to change the way the tickets look, they want to change the pricing on the tickets, they can do all of that by themselves without, you pulling your hair out trying to manage that event page until the day of the broadcast, okay? Now, that's just how easy it is. That's basically all you have to do. Again, making sure that before you get started that you know your event title, the event date, the event time, and the event location. Once you know those things from the client, then you are able to start creating a page. I would also say that you want to make sure that they send you like a little graphic or a conference flyer or something like that, so that when you're creating this for them, you'll have everything that you need. Guys, I'm going to open up the floor to questions. We are like a little bit over time, but I wanted to, I knew that was going to take a little bit more than the time that we had, but we are right under, like, we're just like 5 minutes over time, I think. Okay, so now ask me some questions if you have some. I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that. If you have additional questions about getting your stream set up and you want to do something really cool with like Restream Studio, then you can definitely do that this way. And if you want to learn more about having your own virtual event done for you so that you don't actually have to worry about any of this stuff, then make sure that you go to remoteproducerlive.com and request some, a free consultation to talk with one of our producers about how we can create your live stream for you. Okay. So guys, I hope that you found that helpful. And if you have, the best thank you that you can give me is to like and share today's broadcast. You guys have been inside of the comments area, and I appreciate you so much. I love your questions, and I want to make sure that you guys are really truly equipped with the information that you need to set up an amazing remote production company or agency that will really add a lot of value to your customers. And so if you have found that helpful, make sure you let me know in the comments area. Say, Kimberly, I found this helpful, and that I really appreciate that. It lets me know I'm on the right track and that you guys are able to keep up. And we'll do more videos just like this one. Until next video, guys, we will see you on the other side, because I don't see any questions inside of here. I was just trying to low-key stall for y'all to make sure that if you had any questions, I would be able to answer them. But it looks like that you guys were following along pretty well, and I'm really excited about the next episode. If you never want to miss another episode of Remote Producer Live, make sure that you hit that notifications button wherever you're watching us, on YouTube, on Facebook, on, Restream, on Kimberly Flowers page, on Beauty and the Brand, like wherever you're at. I want to thank you for being here, and we will see you in the next episode, you guys. Bye.